And then go ahead, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Back again with another question, follow up from one of the earlier ones. Different ages of kids, when should we not use oils? What oils should we start using at what ages, and what ages can we use pretty much anything?
Oh, great question. Great question. Okay, so usually when the child is around 9 or 10, you can start treating them like an adult, but maybe just not as big of dosages. But the rule of thumb, like for children, I think we even have like a children kit, don't we? Like on the thing. And so it's like, it's instead of using something like eucalyptus or peppermint or something like that for respiratory issues, for children, green myrtle works the best. I mean, green myrtle just rocks it, right? So green myrtle, Roman chamomile for inflammation, spasms, colic, you know, emotional outbursts, you know, if they have even bad dreams, sometimes it will even help with that or Melissa. Melissa is really good because it's very soothing to the nerves, but it's also real pricey. So, you know, I don't think we included that in the kit just because we tried to make it price effective. But so Roman chamomile, mandarin is very good for soothing the child. It's antispasmodic. They usually like it. It can reduce anxiety. You know, it's kind of stimulating to all the body's processes, but not like how caffeine or sugar would be. It's just like how peppermint stimulates the body for an adult. The mandarin does it for the child. Thyme linalool. Thyme linalool is really great for fighting off infection in a child. Also really super good for treating liver issues in the child. I've treated, you know how sometimes babies are born and they have jaundice? I've treated it with thyme linalool, and I mean, it consistently works. And every once in a while it doesn't, but for the most time, and it's gentle enough to where you put like a drop or two in water and shake it up, and then just give them like a spoon or two. You know, you don't give them the whole glass, but you just give them a spoon or two, and then you do it a couple times in the day. And it will actually help improve the liver function kind of quickly. Lavender is like your go-to thing with kids. It's soothing, it's fortifying, it's super relaxing. You know, for like adults, one of the strongest sedatives is like spikenard or valerian. Lavender is that, but for a child. Like different lavenders, they all work, but the one that works really super well for children is lavender malleate. Like it's probably one of the more soothing lavenders that like soothing being like relaxing, and just kids respond really well to that one. That one, and I mean, it's usually that's the one that I use. Let's see. African bluegrass also works for like if they're having like mood issues. Like it's very soothing. It calms down agitation in the child, but like you know, say it's like bedtime and they got to go to bed and they're kind of pitching a fit and they're a little bit rebellious and you know, you got to wrestle them into the bedroom. If you start like diffusing African bluegrass in the environment, like within a day or two, I mean, they just kind of start going, okay, it's time to go to bed. Like it really kind of shifts them around. So if they also have like mood fluctuations, the African bluegrass works quite well. We use bluegrass a lot when there's those kind of mood type issues in the child. That works. Am I missing one?
I can look at the kit if you'd like.
Yeah. We're looking up the kit just to see what else is in there.
Okay, and so to clarify while she's looking it up, this is for kids 9 and up generally.
9 and under.
Oh, 9 and under. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
9 and up, you just treat them like an adult. You just give smaller dosages. Yeah.
Okay.
But like, and here's a weird thing with kids. Like, if their bodies are bigger, like say at 7 or 8, like you have a big kid, like he's already getting tall and starting to fill out, be it a guy or a girl, that age can get you can shift it sooner. But with a child, because part of it is physiology and part of it is energetics, and the energy centers for a child are dependent on the size of their body up until about 7 or 8, and then they have chakras like an adult would, and it has nothing to do with the size of their body. But when they're a little baby, their chakras are tiny. As they start to get older, chakras get a little bit better. So that's not just an energetic thing, that's also like a physiology thing. Like they can handle things better as they get older. And so 9 and under, just stick with these kind of handful of things. I mean, there's always situations where you might have to do something different, but things that we would use as adults sometimes are actually counterproductive in treating a child. The perfect example is like peppermint or eucalyptus. You would think, oh, it's good for the respiratory issue. Too overstimulating to a child, like just way too overstimulating. I mean, you put it on, and it's not like it's going to cause a bunch of damage, but you're trying to treat like a respiratory issue. It might actually make the breathing worse, not better. So
Okay.
green myrtle is very soothing. It opens up the chest. It relaxes the diaphragm, but in a way that's very soft and gentle. Sometimes with skin issues, I still do lavender and chamomile for children. You could go to Kunzia if you needed to, but other than that, unless there's some special situation, those are the handful of things that I would use for treating a child.
Okay,
Right.
I found the kit contents and pasted it in the chat.
Oh,
and
tremendous.
you did all of them.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
And then we're just gonna go back really quick.
Like one more thing on that. So Melissa is really good for children. It's just that it's really expensive. It's crazy expensive. You can get like a tincture, like a glycerin-based tincture, so it's not alcohol-based, from the health food store. They don't always have it. You might have to order it. That could be a good supplement. And we also made like a spray where it's Melissa, but it's not, not crazy expensive. It's affordable. You could it's like spray it on the child and then kind of rub it on, kind of like a liniment. We made that Melissa spray specifically for dealing with children, and very calming and soothing to the nerves, very fortifying to the nerves. If they have nightmares, it's very good for that. Chamomile could be that way as well, but any sort of emotional, fluctuations or outbursts, bouts of anger, I usually go more to the chamomile than the Melissa, but the Melissa is very fortifying to the emotional body and to their nerves. I usually just use it in extreme cases, but I wanted to throw that in there in case you're having a troubleshoot an extreme case, so that you have something that you could draw upon.
Thank you much.
You're so welcome.